Well, hello, people. It's time for another music review. I'm planning on doing Avatar Hunter Gatherer right now, just because it came out, I think, a couple of weeks ago. But so I'm late. I'm late on everything. It's like trying to focus up on stuff. But anyway, I gotta talk about this record. I'm like when I first saw this band, like it was their man, damn it, their Owl one. Damn it, I can't remember the name of the record. Where it has the eagle has landed on it. And what's it called? When I first saw the video, I was watching YouTube or like had it in the background or something, and Eagle has landed came on, and instantly was hooked. I was like, oh man, this band is so awesome. So then I started listening to all their other records, and then after I started completely listening to them, because it was before Avatar Country came out. And what's it called? So I listened to them hardcore. Then I went to go see them in concert, and they were fucking amazing. Definitely amazing. They came out with a circus thing where, like, when he came out, I think it was like Hail the Apocalypse or man, damn it, which one was the first one that he did? I can't remember which song it was. I'm pretty sure it was Hail the Apocalypse that he did. Either that or Eagles Landed. And then it was like a scene. I have videos up of it on, I think, my own channel. I think. It's been a while. But he came in this big old, it was kind of like a trapeze thing. Kind of like for a circus, because at one point the concert after this one, he did damn it, he did like an Avatar Country thing, and he was with Hell's a Poppin' Circus or whatever. They opened for them, which I thought was perfect for the band because it makes total sense. But when I saw them definitely like in concert, they were just fucking amazing. Then they came out with Avatar Country, and Avatar Country I think is probably their weakest album. Like it's still good compared to like all the other ones, but I think it's definitely my least favorite. So when this album came out, like because they were teasing it for a little bit, they were like because Silence in the Ages of let me make sure Silence in the Age of Apes when that oh excuse me when they were first getting ready to release that, like I was just like, damn, this sounds fucking awesome because they were just doing the main hook of it, really. And so I was just like, damn, this sounds really good, and like, it's definitely like how Avatar should sound like, and definitely Johan, I think it's Johannes, the lead singer, like. It's nice to know that they always try to push the envelope with each of their records. So that's mostly why I don't hate Avatar Country because you could tell what he was trying to do. I just think that a lot of the songs are just weaker than all the other records that they put out. But still, anyway, like all the songs on this record are so banging, like so good. Like Silence in the Age of Apes is probably my one of my favorites. But then also Colossus is good. God of Six Dreams. I've been listening to God of Six Dreams a few times because most of the time I'll play my music on my phone because I always buy all my music. So then I'll just repeat them until I get bored of them or whatever, and I'll delete them and come back to them at another time or whatever. But then I was listening to this one like in repeat, like fucking every day. I was just like, God, this just sticks in my head, just super good. And then when it finally came out with the other songs, where Secret Door is just it's just so good. I definitely love how like everything on this record seemed like it was a cohesive thing. Like it went from like I don't know. It seemed like they were trying to build it as a complete uh, thing. Man, damn, it's like a complete story. Kind of like how they did the Eagle Has Landed record, was because they were trying to tell a huge story arc throughout the whole record. And that's one thing that even with the slower songs like When All But Force Has Fallen or Failed and Gun, when they both came out and those were like the slower songs, it still felt like it was complete with each other. Like it made sense with everything else that was happening in the record. Definitely Justice and Child is good. Scream Until You Wake is good. Like, definitely, I still think that Silence in the Age of Apes is definitely my favorite, though. Even with God of Sick Dreams and stuff like that. And it's mostly like everything on this record seemed complete, where and it felt like Hail the Apocalypse and Black Waltz and stuff like that, where they were like super heavy at points, but then super melodic at other points. And that's one thing I like about certain bands, definitely about Avatar, is that they could go super heavy, like in Silence in the Age of Apes, and then they'll do songs like Gun and The Force Has Failed, or When All But, man, I fuck that up like every time I'm trying to speak it. But in the last song where it's like super slow, it just like feels you could feel the emotion that he's singing with and everything else. That's one thing that I love about this band, period, anyway, is that they try to make songs the way that they want to make songs, and they don't try to like cave into like, because they could definitely do like 5 or 6 records where they're doing stuff like Hail the Apocalypse and Black Waltz and stuff. I definitely love Black Waltz, and that song is just perfect. I love that song. But once again, they could have kept doing that, but then they transitioned to doing a little bit different in these past couple of records, where it's kind of the same, where like in Avatar Country, you hear some songs where it kind of like has country or blues influences in the songs, and this one was kind of like coming back, like kind of blending some Avatar Country stuff mixed in with their old stuff too. So like there was like Silence in the Age of Apes. I keep going back to that one just because it's so good. Colossus is definitely good too. I just love the banging throughout the whole thing, like the drums, and just it's just perfect. Like it just hits every note, like you just, and it doesn't get boring. Like some people don't enjoy it as much as the other songs, but it just feels like a cohesive song to me, like all the songs do too. Like it just doesn't feel like they get boring enough, and I've been still listening to them like constantly, mixed in with most of the other records that I've been talking about, like Static X and all that stuff. I probably won't get ever bored of these ones for anytime soon. Especially like Dance Gavin Dance. I've been listening to that one like constantly, but still. But definitely, if you guys haven't checked these guys out, they definitely need more recognition than they do. Like if you think about certain bands, like how they have huge notoriety and stuff like that. It's like, like Deaf Heaven or whatever, where they're a deathcore act. And I remember like, or Deaf Heaven, I think that's how you say their name. I don't know for sure. I couldn't get into their music because I'm not a huge death metal guy. But like damn, like every time, like I kept on seeing their fucking music like being in the top recommendations for a lot of stuff. Like whenever like their albums are coming out, like that was top recommended. And like this one I think has been getting up there where like they're charting higher and stuff like that, but they definitely need to be like in top high metal acts that have came out in the last 10 years, because they got the feels, they got the stuff that feels like Metallica and Megadeth and stuff like that, but they also have like super like they have stuff where it's like mixed in, where like I don't know, I'm trying to figure out like a certain one to go by. Some of the people like kind of like man damn it, I can't, Mastodon, there we go. Because they're like the Guitar Ship and stuff like that. I'm sure Mastodon's like way more meticulous when it comes to their stuff. Like they're like, they try to push themselves all the time. Same with Will Swan from Dance Gavin Dance. It seems like they both kind of like try like all sorts of different stuff. But they definitely try too. And I definitely love the last record where they did the King can't remember the name of the song. It's like King Wants You or whatever. And they were showing the guitarist as, and it shows like how much they are like as a band type thing too, is because you could tell that Johannes is the front man. Sorry, I'm pointing because I have a giant Avatar signed poster up there, but but you could tell that Johannes is the front man of the band. But then with Avatar Country that came out, you would think that they would push him as like the guy, like the main king guy that was for it. But then they put the guitarist on there, so it's like kind of like fitting where you could tell that they're trying to be like presented as a whole band rather than just him. And that's a problem when it comes to a lot of stuff, like super charismatic people. And definitely Johannes, like with his makeup and stuff like that, and like even on the record alone, like it's just his mouth and then like flames bursting out of it or whatever. You could definitely tell that they like he's just got so much more charisma than a lot of frontmen do. Just he's like more in the background, like, and like a lot of people are like, he's kind of like underrated in a way, because a lot of people, like most times whenever I go to a concert or whatever, like I keep on going back to like certain people will ask, or we'll go to concerts, and then certain people I'll run into a lot because we're going to the same concerts all the time. And then eventually we were talking about Avatar before Avatar started playing, and like I was just like, yeah, I just recently got into Avatar, I just had to check them out. And they're like, yeah, they are definitely awesome. Like everybody that I was hearing and they're like, oh yeah, this was my first time hearing them, and they were fucking amazing, right? And it's like it's like showing like underappreciation type of stuff where you don't expect this band to be as good as they are, and then you just watch them and then you're like, oh, I gotta support these guys like no matter what, like because they haven't put out like anything bad so far. Like sure, not nearly as good as like Avatar Country was, but there was a lot of like, I would say good, more. Jeez. All right. By the way, I guess I got cut off because I'm doing this on my phone. So of course, whenever somebody calls, it comes up. But anyway, I definitely recommend for anybody that listens to metal and you don't know about this band, you definitely need to check them out. Yeah, and like especially, I would recommend their first two albums, Hail the Apocalypse and Black Waltz. And then, man, damn it, I can't remember hold on, let me see if I can look it up. I know it's something like Feathers and Flesh. I don't know why I was having problems with that one. But, Feathers and Flesh is really, really good. Definitely, like, I definitely think that's like, all three of those are like ones where I could just listen to them complete, like all three of them like ahead of each other, or even misplaced or whatever, like just put them on shuffle or whatever. But you should definitely check out all this band, like all their records. You definitely need to listen to, or should listen to, like and definitely show some love to them. But on that note, if you want to like or subscribe to anything that we're doing on the channel, we're trying to do everything. We started to do a D&D campaign just recently because I think most of us never played D&D like ever. So like and my brother really loves D&D, so we're like trying that out. So, and then I got my music reviews and everything else. We're trying to do like all sorts of stuff. And we have a wrestling channel, we have podcasts and everything. So if you want to follow it, and like you could drop any music reviews or whatever that you feel like in the comments down below. And then if I like any of them, I'll eventually make a video. And for that, I guess I'll talk to you guys in the next video. So you guys have a good day.